want to say before we get started here, and I bring this to you from across the country and certainly from Minnesota, the eyes of the country have been upon all of you. Our hearts are breaking watching. We know there's folks that lost loved ones, lost everything they had. So the communities are still in the moments of recovery. I want you to know, and you've seen it, the Biden-Harris administration are doing everything they possibly can to get the relief to these areas to get it done. And it's at times like these that it brings out the best of our country. This is what it looks like to be unified. And we're going to have a choice in 19 days to decide to go down a road that Donald Trump wants to take us down of chaos and division, or Kamala Harris's vision of a United States that cares about each and every one. We're going everywhere. Yesterday was like an epiphany day. If you remember back a couple weeks ago, we had a little debate in New York City, and I asked the simplest question that you could ever be asked as an American. Did Donald Trump lose the 2020 election? Pretty simple. Every court in the land, every person knows this. And on that night, I got kind of a smug non-response to it that, oh, Tim, we're thinking about the future, something like that. Well, yesterday, they just start saying the quiet stuff outside. He got asked about it yesterday, and he said, no, Donald Trump did not lose the 2020 election. Now, the job that we're asking for to serve the American public, we don't serve an individual. We serve the Constitution and the people of the United States. That's who we serve. J.D. Vance made it clear. His fealty is to Donald Trump, not the people of this community or any community across the country. But look, I'm very excited. We got a pretty young crowd here, and that's good. So those of you that look like me, a little less hair, a little gray, I will tell all of you, though, you don't start really thinking about Medicare or Social Security until you see what it does. The greatest anti-poverty programs this country's ever seen. And Kamala Harris put forward a proposal here a week ago that is transformational. Medicare, when you get to be 60, you start paying attention to Medicare. Trust me on this. Because healthcare costs can bankrupt you. But Kamala Harris put out a plan that says, you know what, especially for rural communities across this country, Medicare will start paying for home health care so our seniors can stay in their homes. Good deal. And whether it's affordability on college or whether it's young folks and the rest of us trying to buy a home, building 3 million more affordable homes and down payment assistance to let people get in those homes. The down payment is what keeps us out of the homes. By doing the tax credit and allowing it to go forward, more people can buy homes across this country. And those of you who want to be your own boss, $50,000 tax credit to start your own businesses, and let's us start saying the quiet part out loud about Donald Trump of where he's been. J.D. Vance said it. J.D. Vance is the one who said this. He said, well, the voters don't really like the racist part of Trump. I didn't say it, he said it. He knows him best. But look, when Donald Trump is talking about bringing back stop and frisk policies and things like that, those are harassment that went on to the black community, specifically black males, and put a disproportionate number of them into incarceration and sent back an entire generation. We are not going back to those policies. You know they want to make false choices. Let's be very clear here. Public safety and civil rights can go hand in hand. You don't have to choose one over the other. But I want to be fair. Not everybody thinks the same way we do, and Donald Trump and J.D. Vance have a little bit different ideas. And I'll tell you what, they know exactly what they're doing with Project 2025. Donald Trump called Social Security a Ponzi scheme. J.D. Vance said it was the impediment or the roadblock to fiscal sanity. Social Security doesn't add to our national debt, and we damn sure pay into it. So when my dad dies and I'm a teenager, I got a little brother in elementary school, a stay-at-home mom, it was Social Security survivor benefits that kept our family alive, kept us going on it. That's smart. Look, there's another reason stakes in this election are so high, and you know it. Some of you hear this from folks in your life. We made it through the first term of Trump. We could probably make it through another. I am an eternal optimist. I survived over a decade supervising the high school lunchroom. I'm an optimist. I am an optimist. But I genuinely worry for the democracy of this country. There is one political party now that is pro-democracy, and that's us right now. That's the truth. We need to go to the polls, clean his clock, and win this thing. If you're not registered, you can register today and vote today. That's what you can do. And if you're going to vote by mail, do that today too and get it in.